Hello, everyone. I'm ELENA GEORGIou. I'm the founder CEO of the Global Council Network, Global Ambassador and Changemaker, gender-based violence expert, author, winner of the first International Book Award, Humanitarian Award, Feature Storyteller Award 2022, co-host of the Miss Texas Show, and host of the Global Council Network podcast. The Global Council Network is an advisory organization, a global home, comprising numerous activists and organizations around the world that are actively creating awareness and fighting for children's rights to end early child marriages, teenage pregnancies, sexual abuse, trafficking children, children sold by their parents, and rape culture. We're here to end child abuse, trauma disconnection, and a generational wound. We're aiming to expand and take global action against child abuse. We're a dynamic global home driven by purpose and committed to our mission and vision to bring excellent results to children's lives. Today, the Global Council Network houses individuals with training, workshops, or ideas for new tools and techniques to work towards global action against child abuse. With new members joining daily, the Dynamic Council seeks to expand in 195 countries in its call to action against child abuse. Currently, the online educational center of the network is active with training, education, healing, prevention, and awareness programs in the fight against child abuse, either educating children or adults. In addition, the network aims to be able to organize fundraising campaigns as a reformative action, conferences, panel discussions, podcasts, and different activities and events. Today, we have an active member of the Global Council Network, Angeline, who joined forces with us to work towards global action against child abuse and children's rights. I'm going to let her introduce herself and share more about herself. So welcome to the podcast, Angeline.
Oh, it's so great. I feel so honored to be on the Global Council Network podcast this morning, and I am live from Saratoga Springs, New York, and bright and early here at 9:23 a.m. So my name is Angeline Constantinou. So I am the founder and empowerment and life transformational coach of my podcast, Let's Break the Silence with Angeline. So my podcast focuses on helping women thrive after domestic abuse. And I am a 13 and a half year domestic abuse survivor. So I help women amplify their voice, regain their power, regain their peace and clarity so they can live a flourishing life, an abundant life that they truly deserve to live, because life is too short to stay in victim mode. And I was in victim mode for too long. So I empower women to amplify their voice so they can step into their true calling and purpose in life. And that is my passion. And that's it.
Definitely, that's it. What is the benefit of speaking out, Angeline? Share with people, share with our audience.
Huge benefit. And for example, for myself, my podcast is my voice speaking out about domestic abuse, because for too long, I, was in a domestic violence situation, a marriage that, didn't work out for many reasons. There was financial abuse, there was verbal abuse, physical abuse, and so forth. But the podcast is a great platform for women to amplify their voice about how they're thriving after domestic abuse. And I feel blessed because I've hosted many women who are thriving after domestic abuse, because we have a voice and our voices cannot be silenced anymore, especially in the post-pandemic world that we live in right now. Okay. More than ever, women need to amplify their voice, because if not, then it's just, for me, amplifying my voice has truly changed my life. because once you amplify your voice, you're able to step into your true purpose. And I talk about this a lot on my podcast. Okay, stepping into your true purpose, finding your purpose and passion in life. So my passion is helping women amplify their voice, and that's so huge today because we have a voice. Elena, you have a voice, and I love your mission and vision of the Global Council Network, and I'm proud to be a member because your mission resonates with me. I am sick and tired of women suffering in silence because they feel ashamed. The reason why they are afraid is because they feel ashamed or they feel that their abuser is going to attack them, repercussions. So hopefully all of that makes sense.
Yes, I believe that too, whatever you said. And what can
Mm.
children now gain from speaking out?
That's a good question. Now, the benefit of children is, although I do not work with children, what we could do is we could educate parents or even a single mom about how to care for our children because children do have a voice and children emulate their parents. No doubt about it. Okay, they do. They emulate their parents, but children should not be silenced either. And I'll give you an example. So there was a very good friend of mine who is a musician, and several years ago, he was going through the throes of a divorce. And in this case, the woman was the abuser. So, make a long story short, he has two, well, they're adults now, but this daughter, who was 13, I recall, and I met her, um, she did not want to live with her mom because her mom was into drugs and everything, smoking, whatever, living with another boyfriend. So there was a court hearing, and I will never forget this. So my friend who shared the story with me, I supported him, in because he wanted full custody of his daughter, who's 13. So the daughter goes to court, and she testified in front of the judge that she wanted to live with her father and have her father raise her full time, full custody. And guess what? The court awarded him full custody. So there's an example of a child. I mean, she was 13 at the time. Now she's like 24 now, but that's a perfect example. Children should have a voice, especially in court, because they can see what's happening with the parents. They're arguing and fighting, and one's living here, one's living there. And I have another friend who is going through the throes of a divorce too. And, her children now live with her, but now the soon to be ex is fighting for partial custody, and that shouldn't happen. The court shouldn't even award, partial custody to an abuser. And it doesn't matter whether it's a man or a woman. So hopefully that makes sense. So we can empower children. We can provide workshops for parents and children. And I think that would be a huge game changer.
Yes.
Huge game changer.
And as an advisory organization, the Global Council Network will be fighting for children's rights and for their voices to be heard. And we're going to have a global action call for this. And I'm very happy that you're in this with us together to win this fight. And share with our viewers what you can provide as a member of the Global Council Network to vulnerable children or children at risk at this point.
Okay, well, I can provide support. I can provide support for the parents. I can even provide workshops and educate them.
Yes. And you mean
Yes.
the parents, maybe single parents, maybe they're
Yes.
not in a family unit. Maybe
Right, correct. That's what I meant. Single moms, caregivers, right.
Caregivers,
Right.
they don't have to be, in a family, and maybe they're not in a family. I mean, the child is living with a single parent. So, do you believe that by training these parents, these people, these adults, is very essential for the well-being of the child.
Absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yes.
Essential. So
Absolutely, that is essential, no doubt, no doubt. So I could provide in-person workshops. So being that we all live all over the country, we're so spread out, what would be best and most beneficial is a virtual workshop.
yeah. So
Where we all attend on Zoom, and I can provide, a lot of resources. So
the Global Council Network also is an online educational center that will be providing workshop training, not only for children, but for adults also. And we have a lot of new tools and new techniques to share if anyone is listening to us. And also,
yes.
if anyone wants to join us and reach out to us. And thank you very much, Angeline, for being here with us. I know I'm very excited that you're in our team, and we're sure gonna win this fight together.
We will win this fight together because we both have a vision. Because I resonate with your mission and vision of the Global Council Network, being that I'm a domestic abuse survivor. I'm also a podcaster. I'm also an empowerment coach. So we need to do this. So that was the time.
We're doing it. We're not going to do it. We're doing it, Angeline.
We're doing it, right.
So
we are doing it. And many lives will be changed, especially parents. So I'm really, really looking forward to this partnership with you, ELENA.
Me too. So I want to say thank you to our viewers for their comments and sharing and liking. And if anyone wants to join us, reach out to us, and we're both here ready to join forces and work for children's rights. Thank you very much.
That's right. You're welcome. You're welcome, ELENA. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you
On
too.
your podcast.
Bye-bye.